Today we're gonna start on this big project, the arch for the solar panels. We ordered some galvanized steel pipes and now we have to sort it and see if it works. It's very heavy, so we're first gonna try to connect some of the pipes before we put it up there. If it all fits and it's all alright, we're gonna take it home again, and there we're gonna polish it, prime it and paint it, and then we're gonna put it up forever. But first let's sort this out for a little bit.
Not everything is the same size, so I hope they didn't mess up with cutting, because I did give them pretty precise measurements. We'll see. The stuff is not super expensive, so if we need another pipe, it's alright. Let's sort it out, see if we can build an arch and try not to scratch the boat too much. That would be nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll assemble now and then put it on the boat when it's in the water. Maybe that's a bit easier.
Yeah.
But let's at least assemble it today, know what we have, and then we can start painting. So we can rust proof it.
Yeah.
To some extent. The ways of the salt always win, but we'll see. All right.
Alrighty. We just have a lot of different connectors because we're not really sure which one to use. So now we're gonna figure this one out.
Yep. So we have the first section on. It already feels pretty sturdy, even though we we fastened it with a couple tie wraps. Now in the back it's already fastened with M10 bolts, so yeah, it should be pretty sturdy. And now we're gonna try and fit these ones somewhere here. Probably around there. But yeah, it's pretty difficult.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
This isn't easy. Well, one advantage here is everything can be taken apart just by bolting. If you would have welded it and then made a mistake, whoa, that would have been
pretty shitty.
painful. All right, here we go.
In our first mock-up, we thought that the tube from the back to a little bit to the front would end up at the side of the boat. But after we fitted it, the tubes, the pipes were too big, so we couldn't place the connector on the outside. So we placed it on the inside. So the front tube that's going across, that's too big right now. So we have to cut off just a little piece, and I think then it will work.
I think then we're pretty much there. We're probably gonna make some some extra lines that we can just fit when the weather gets rough. Then we can stabilize it laterally and like this. But for just normal cruising around or being an anchor, they won't be necessary. It's sturdy enough. We didn't tighten all the bolts yet. We just drilled one bolt everywhere because it's a pain in the ass and we need to dismantle it as well. So when we add those bolts, it will also become a lot more stiff.
Yeah.
So
we taped the solar panel box on top of it so we could see it from down here. So this is the look from down here. Well, it looks pretty good, I think.
yeah, it's gonna be two.
It's very big, but
Yeah,
yeah, it
feels
looks good, looks sturdy, but yeah.
It feels a little tall, but yeah, with the wind fan you can see it's just tall enough.
We tested out our model on the boat for the solar panel arch. We think it works. It looks very, very big on the boat, but yeah, we have to do it because the solar panels are very big. And now we took it apart again. We took it home and now we made our backyard makeshift, what is it? Workbench. We're gonna epoxy it, we're gonna put some primer on it, and then they're ready. We're gonna take that back to the boat again and then we're gonna put it together. So let's do this. We cleaned the pipes with Aston, then we sand it down a little bit with P120. Then we clean it again with Aston and now we're making the primer, so we're gonna prime it.
Alright, so the primer has had a bit of time to dry. Yeah, we're now gonna sand it a little bit and then start adding the first layer of epoxy paint. Yeah, it's starting to look pretty good. The epoxy primer is a bit weird. As soon as you put it on, it hardens out, so you see a little bit the brush strokes. But yeah, at least it's protected. I'm gonna sand it down a little bit, make it a little bit smoother hopefully, and then move on to the paint stage. we're ready for mounting the solar panel arch. Yeah, we painted all the pieces, or Kim did. And now we're gonna put all the bolts in. We're gonna use butyl tape, nylon rings, and Tef gel. So hopefully the stainless won't react to the normal metal. Let's mount it up. Let's see if it still fits.
Will I ever come out? I don't know. I'm pretty stuck in here.
Ja, je hebt jezelf een beetje
Look, my feet are over there. My feet. And I am over here. Oh well. Looks like it worked. Hey, who's there?
Hey.
Hey. Hello.
Mr. Continuity Man.
But it looks like it's done. So on to the other side. First, get out of here. We had a little bit of help from Rutger's little brother. He helped us with some lifting and judging if we did it correctly. No, it was fine. He was helping. And now it's on there. We are finally ready to put the solar panels on our solar panel arch. We are now taping the bottom so we can mark the places more easily where we need to put some screws in, because the holes that are already in this are not big enough for how we need to mount it. Yeah, we need to drill some holes in it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be very scary. But it's the final stage.
It's the final stage. Yeah, I'm gonna look for a proper drill bit.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
Awesome.
because the risky part is you don't want to shoot into the the panel.
No,
so
you
I'm
don't
gonna
want to do that.
I'm gonna look for some solution on that.
But look, our arch is done. It's been treated a few times at home. We had a little bit of setback because I painted it all, and then there was a huge storm and it was drying underneath a tree with pink flowers, and because of the storm the white turned yellow. Great. So I had to sand it a little bit, cleaned it, and then repainted it again, just a little touch up. It's gonna get dirty again, but yeah, well, now it's done. It's mounted on the boat. Now we're ready for the last step. Yeah, so we had this great idea. We in our heads we thought we could mount it the other way around, and that doesn't work. So
We're actually really smart.
by accident.
By accident. When we don't
Yes.
try, we're really smart. We should just stop trying.
Yes. Okay.
Just stop trying, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop trying. First one is on! Woohoo! baby wipes, man, they're amazing. Everything smells nice, nothing's sticky anymore. I love baby wipes. I used to work in daycare, so yeah. That's why baby wipes. What? I'm cleaning off the Def gel that's left everywhere. Made everything sticky and yellow. So now I'm using this baby wipe. It works amazing to clean the Def gel dots. Polish it a little bit. So we have non-sticky, clean solar panel
Alright, we finally installed the solar panels. Kim already showed you a little bit. Yeah, we're stoked about it. It still jiggles a little bit too much. So I think I'm gonna add some lines to it or something, so it's supported diagonally. But yeah, that should be a simple job with some Dyneema and some splicing. No problem. What else I did is I mounted the MPPT. Mounted the MPPT near the battery, so you can use short cables, no fuss. We're just going to power the service battery. We are going to replace this service battery. It's now in a nice box, but we bought a much bigger battery, so we're going to have to make some cuts, and then it should fit. The batteries, they only grow in width at some point and not in length, so by my calculations it should have the same length, but just a different width. So it should be an easy mod, and then we have a much bigger battery. I think we got 240 amp hours. Well, for our little boat with the little fridge and wind vane self-steering, should be fine. And we have 350 watts of solar, so I don't see any issues. But if we do have any issues, well, then we just need to build a separate battery box, and we'll do dual batteries. Should be good.
A nice treat after a very long but fulfilling day. We are gonna eat pizza on the boat. Yay! Thank you! Oh, accompanied by a beer. I'm so happy right now.
Yeah, I thought it was like 5 o'clock, but it was actually 7:30.
Yeah, it's already past 8 right
yeah,
now.
So by the time we get home, then
we have to drive like 45 minutes to an hour to get home.
yeah.
So
Pizza.
yeah, pizza and beer on the boat. Cheers.